How's it going, Alberto? Yeah, I guess the first thing with regards to using my videos, yeah, that's fine. I don't care. You can use whatever videos you want to use. Let's see. The next thing is, so for the hammer curl, you can see in the video that I had sent, I'm actually using that kind of the Versa wrap for the hammer curl, which is allowing me to like have a false grip while doing the hammer curl, and that completely eliminates that kind of tendon that's moving in my bicep. I guess I'm wondering what your thoughts are on what I'm doing. Uh, the next, yeah, I reduced the bench by 5 pounds. Let me know how that incline bench looks. The next thing is, yeah, my elbow is feeling amazing. It's like almost completely healed now. So I think pretty soon I can probably start going towards doing the tricep extension overhead again, right? I mean, obviously I don't want to like jump into it and like screw things up, but I think pretty soon, probably a few weeks, I'm guessing. But I guess we'll see. Let's see. The next thing is, so you know how I normally, so I have the video of my N1, but you know the machine that I used to use for the N1, which was like single handle, I could wrap it around, and you really liked how that machine was. But I think the issue with it was that it broke very frequently. I don't know if someone refixed it, but I haven't seen it broken in a while. So do you think it's worth risking going back to that machine with the possibility that it breaks? Although I haven't seen it break in a while, so I'm assuming it was fixed well this time. Or should I just stick with the N1 as I currently have in the video that I'm showing you? Yeah, and then, yeah, the weight loss is going fine. Yeah, I mean, I'm down an extra pound, so that's good. What else? Oh yeah, you were saying maybe in the future stepping on stage. I don't know. I mean, I don't. I would be very surprised if I don't have. If I'd be very. I mean, I'm pretty certain that I can get like stage lean if I wanted to, like from like a mental fortitude standpoint. Because for me, it's like if I'm saying I'm going to do something, it's usually like in my head, it's like a matter of life and death, and that's with pretty much anything I do. So I'm not worried about the lean part, right? I mean, although I'm sure it would be very difficult to get down that lean. It's more the fact that like, you know, I wouldn't want to like embarrass myself ever stepping on stage. So it's just like, I was like, I mean, I don't know how I look, but I'm sure like, you know, I don't know, maybe it's like low self-confidence, but it's just like, oh yeah, compared to like a lot of people, like, you know, if I was like, oh man, I just look like incredibly small. Not that I couldn't get lean, but I feel like just in terms of like muscular size, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I've definitely come a very long way, but I'm like, you know, when I see some of the guys on stage, and these guys are just like, you know, similar height and maybe 15, 20 additional pounds of muscle while being contest lean, I'm like, oh, that's a large gap to close. So, I mean, not that I'm not going to continue to get bigger over the next few years, but yeah, I mean, those are just thoughts that are in my head. Just like, you know, all of a sudden, I don't even know like how much I would weigh if I was like stage lean. I mean, obviously, you're saying it as if for the future, so obviously, I would gain more pounds of muscle, but I have no sense of like how many pounds I'd have to use to get stage lean, whether that's like 150. At this point, I would guess it would be like 150. But that being said, I have no gauge in terms of like what that is. But I'm saying, obviously, like I don't know how low you're having me go this time. Maybe you're having me go down to 160 this cut, and then maybe 10 more pounds to get down to stage lean, which is like way too small to ever like step on stage. I mean, not that I could step on stage, but I mean, I think I would embarrass myself compared to like people who are my similar height who are probably stepping on stage at like 170. Yeah, although I think this bulking phase, I'm going to put on quite a bit of muscle just because I feel like the way I'm slowing down my movements is something that I've only started incorporating in the past few months while on my cut. So I'm curious to see how that's going to work for me when I start gaining some weight, and like I think it's going to result in like quite a bit of progress, I'm going to guess. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, it's exciting. I'm excited. Getting lean is exciting, especially because I haven't really been this lean before, or we're definitely approaching the leanest I've been. So it's very cool, and especially like especially when I'm in the gym, like people are definitely noticing the fact that I am like very very lean compared to like pretty much almost everyone else in the gym at this point, which is pretty cool. I'm just like I mean so I'm just like yeah, it's pretty drastic. So that, and then I'm just imagine a few more pounds, how lean I'm gonna look. That's gonna be exciting. So that's good.